If you're successful on paper, but you're still feeling like something invisible is slowing you down, this is the video you didn't know you needed. Because what I'm about to show you isn't about mindset. It's about something deeper, something that most high achievers never address until it costs them their clarity, momentum, and their ability to enjoy what they've actually built. I'm Dr. Javier Carlin, and I work with 6 and 7 figure founders who are stuck in subtle self-sabotage, not because they don't know what to do, but because they're carrying emotional patterns that no strategy can ever fix. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how unresolved emotions from your past are silently running your business and how to clear them fast and permanently. Because listen, no matter how successful you look, if you are not aligned, you're always going to feel off. Anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt. These aren't just passing moods. These are core emotional charges that we all carry. They're not just feelings. They're patterns that are encoded into our nervous system that influence how you think, how you act, and how you lead. These emotional patterns live inside your body. They shape your thinking, they influence your choices, and these emotions aren't just about your past, they leak into your present moment. And if you're a high achiever, you're probably managing them without even realizing it. They shape how you show up in your business today. In the MER, or mental and emotional release techniques, one of the main tools that we use to create change rapidly, we call these emotions energy and motion, and these emotions can get trapped when we don't fully resolve an experience. These trapped emotions are linked in the form of gestalts. A gestalt is like an emotional playlist that your unconscious mind keeps on loop. They're chains of related emotional experience, the anger, the guilt, the shame, the fear, that are stored together like chapters in a book, all grouped in the unconscious mind. For example, every single time you may have felt not good enough, it ends up becoming a part of a gestalt that reinforces self-doubt in different areas of your life. Your current reaction isn't just about today. It's connected to every single unresolved moment from your past that felt the exact same way. When a launch feels terrifying, it might be a gestalt of past shame, fear of judgment, or moments where you felt unseen. MER, mental and emotional release, doesn't just pause the playlist, it clears it completely. And here's what no one tells you. These emotions that we carry, the anger, the sadness, the guilt, they don't just feel bad in the moment, they literally change how your body functions. They're not just mental, they have physical consequences. Let me show you what I mean. Anger can raise your blood pressure, increase the risk of heart disease, and impair your liver and digestion. Sadness weakens your immune system, it drains your energy, and it disrupts your sleep. Fear can create chronic stress. It elevates cortisol, anxiety loops, and panic attacks. Hurt often shows up as autoimmune issues, tight muscles, and confusing relationship patterns. Clingy one minute and avoidant the next. Guilt hijacks your ability to heal. It fuels compulsive behavior, mental loops, hormonal imbalances, and shame. It suppresses identity, disconnects you from joy, and it even triggers inflammation. And conflict, whether it's internal or with others, creates constant stress that eats away at your digestive health, your immune system, and yes, even increases your cancer risk long term. These patterns don't just affect your business, they bleed into your sleep, your energy, your hormones, your ability to be present with your partner or play with your kids. It even goes into how you show up with your family, how connected you feel inside of your marriage, whether or not you can truly enjoy the life that you're building. This is why high performers can be wildly successful and still feel stuck, anxious, disconnected, or even exhausted because the strategy isn't broken. They're carrying emotional weight that they didn't even realize has been there. And that's exactly why we need to work on releasing it. Most of these gestalts are actually built from earlier life events before the age of 7, which we call the imprinting phase. You may not remember the event, but your unconscious mind always does. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'm not crying every day. I'm not curled up in bed. I'm running a company. Exactly. That's what makes this so sneaky. Because for high performers, negative emotions don't usually show up as breakdowns. Because for high performers, negative emotions don't usually show up as a breakdown. They show up as patterns. That vague tension that you feel in your chest right before you post or pitch something. The endless tinkering with your offer instead of just launching it. The 2-day delay before replying to a high opportunity email. The frustration that snaps out at your team even when they didn't do anything wrong. The guilt trip you give yourself for taking a day off or for not taking one. Or maybe it's even subtler. You need more clarity every time you're about to do something big. You keep learning but not implementing. You feel a low level pressure all the time, like if you stop moving, everything might fall apart. You're growing, but you're not enjoying it. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you're wondering, why do I feel like I should be further ahead? Why am I still looping on the same resistance? And that's the exact moment that people DM me, because I'm describing things that no one else could see. But it's not magic, it's pattern recognition. These are all the signs of unresolved emotional gestalts that are running the show in the background. And once you see them, you can actually clear them, but you can't see them consciously because they're in your unconscious mind. I had a client stall a launch for months because of this invisible resistance. In one rapid alignment intensive, we trace it to a childhood memory of public shame. And once the emotional charge was cleared, she launched in 2 weeks and doubled her MRR. This is what happens when the internal clutter gets cleared. Momentum returns, decisions become effortless, and peace replaces pressure. Look, if you feel like something invisible is blocking your momentum and you're tired of pushing, of overthinking or stalling, it's not your strategy, it's not your mindset, it's misalignment. And the rapid alignment method is how we fix that. Click the link below this video to watch the free rapid alignment method training and discover the root of your block and how to clear it permanently. I'll see you in the next video.